Okay, this is day 2 when I've come for visiting hour and the person I came to support is refusing to see me or to come down for visitation. So I'm sitting in my car hoping that she'll change her mind and I can go in. I cannot believe how much bias I have about all of this. I mean, and it really is amazing to me the way my brain is thinking, that I am thinking thoughts along the lines of, I really thought this kind of thing was reserved for, certain demographics. And I'm admitting this because this is also what I'm fighting against and what I'm trying to help people come out of, including myself. So I have to be honest about it. And I really believe that at some level in my consciousness or unconsciousness, I believed that only people who were, low income or different, I don't even know what I thought, different demographics than me, like this won't happen to me, or really rich celebrities or something that are abusing alcohol and like they bring it on themselves. And I really had that as an unconscious bias, and I felt it when I'm standing in there looking around at the 2 people who were there today other than me. So today 3 people out of, what was it, 76 or 90 or whatever it was, came for 1 hour of visiting on a Sunday, and that's horrific. What I realized when I was standing there is that the emotions are so complex around this. And I realized that I am, that bias is a protection, right? And I'm actually so angry. This should not touch me, is what my mind says. This kind of thing, I raised my kids right. I supported other people. I shouldn't even know anyone in my circle that has these problems. And feeling so, like, this feeling of rage just came up in me. I wouldn't know that it was rage, but I don't really tend to get angry. So I started feeling this, like, oh my gosh, the bias covers up anger that I don't want to admit and that I don't want to feel. And that's just something to be aware of. And this is why there's so much stigma around it. I mean, when there's someone that I care about very deeply and am showing up for 1000% in whatever way I possibly can, and I'm aware of this stigma within myself, then it's just a sign of how prevalent it is in the public in general. I am also aware of, like, having this heavy weight that is just kind of always sitting in the background, this lump in my stomach, this, like, I right now I'm feeling like I could cry right now. I wish I would just cry it out. And yet there's this, I think there's more anxiety than grief, because there's like that kind of fight or flight, like I've got to do something, I've got to take action to make these things better, not just for the person that I'm involved with personally, but also for the world, because you have to do something with that anxious energy. And, or at least I do, I have to take action and make it work for me. And I do think that is part of just keeping yourself healthy. Dragging that weight around is a depressive